So there is a distinct shift to focusing post-crisis activities. What is the new normal or better normal that's emerging? How does that going to impact our value creation plans, our digital transformation plans? And what are the kind of trends that businesses have to think about? So the feedback I'm getting from our customers is there are a couple of shifts. One in the supply chain disruption. Clearly, there has to be probably a lot more secure in the stocks, inventory levels. So that's going to impact working capital. Companies notice that just-in-time deliveries don't work, or there probably needs to be a buffer in critical areas where they have to fulfill their own customers, and they cannot possibly have stockouts. There are concerns about single sourcing some of the supply chain, so definitely discussions about second or multi-sourcing. There are concerns about the planning assumptions that are made in supply planning. There is the general shift to, even in product strategy, can some of our products be digital? Meaning, can we shift from physical products maybe to some of the services, value-added services? So some of the value creation plans are shifting in businesses that weren't planning on shifting to digital products or services that can be delivered virtually. There's a lot of virtualization of pretty much every step of the business. So obviously we all started doing Zoom. So that's the workforce virtualization is already underway. But similarly, meetings, customer meetings, sales forces are getting virtualized. There's companies that made a shift from field sales forces to inside sales or digital upselling capability or cross-selling capability. And when it comes to investment, there is actually a shift from physical infrastructure investments like warehouses and office buildings to virtual infrastructure. So the expansion of IT infrastructure that can support remote work, infrastructure that can support supplier collaboration to reduce the inventory outages, but also maybe reduce the warehouse space and warehouse requirements. So a lot of this trend is whatever can be digital will be digital, whatever can be virtual will be virtual. It's fundamentally redefining some of the plans. And when it comes to, for example, investments in IT, 70%, if you think about it, 70% of the IT investments typically go into maintaining the status quo, maintaining the current environment. That is going to shift. I was talking to one company that's making a flip from that equation and moving the 70%, some outsourced, some offshore, some automated, but they're trying to free up a lot more IT investment to create this to enable the new normal. And it's going to be important because we can talk about becoming more digital, more virtual, but that takes significant capital. So companies that are serious about this are shifting investment dollars away from maintaining the old infrastructure, the old normal, to investing in the new normal, which shows up in various forms, like digital environments, like commerce, more e-commerce enablement, and the like. So the physical world will be probably less important. The digital world will be more important. We're definitely seeing a massive shift in companies that have digital products in their performance far exceeds the performance of companies with physical products, and that most value creation plans assume is going to continue. So our products will be consumed digitally, or should be consumed digitally as much as possible. So that will definitely make companies think about value-added services, digital capability in terms of product mix a lot more. This is also going to impact payments, and the payments from a value creation perspective obviously going to impact working capital. There's a shift to digital payments, contactless payments, and it practically means that you can actually collect faster, especially in a B2C environment. But it also means that you have to balance faster payments, faster collections, but also not accelerate necessarily your DPO or your payments out. But there's definitely a shift on contactless, and that's going to impact a lot of businesses that deal with consumer retail and similar industries. One of the overall learnings, I think, from the last 2 weeks was don't try to rebuild the old. So if you had a plan, you had a value creation plan that was going to put in certain investments, don't assume that those are the right investments going forward. So everything gets reassessed, and don't rebuild the old, build new. And definitely the overall message is companies talk about digital first. Every conversation starts with, can this be digital? Can this be virtual? Can this be automated? That's becoming the new normal, maybe the better normal.